Amazon sellers, I want you to think of something really positive. I want you to think about the greatest vacation you ever took. And it could be a business trip. It could be someplace you went with your family. It could be a solo trip that you made. It could be something action-oriented like mountain biking or skiing, or something where you're just chilling out on a beach. That feeling can set the stage for your entire day. So a few moments ago, a super experienced seller, probably one of the most experienced sellers I've ever met, asked a question about the litigation process because they received a letter from a law firm threatening this and threatening that, and you better stop selling, you better take down your product, you better tell us your source. They wanted to know, what's the real deal, what's the process? Well, most times, that letter is all that will happen. Now, we help a lot of sellers by making sure they don't get sued when they're threatened, but the vast majority of the letters that you receive, there'll never be a lawsuit that arises. It doesn't mean you won't get sued on your particular case, but overall, most of these letters do not result in litigation. Number two, if the brand does file a lawsuit, what they'll likely do is go into the Northern District of Illinois, that's the federal courthouse in Chicago, and in secret, they'll file a lawsuit against you. They'll also, at the same exact time that they start the lawsuit, ask the judge to issue a temporary restraining order, freezing your inventory, freezing your account, freezing all of your money, even though the product at issue may only be a very small portion of your sales. So if that happens, you won't know about it until it's too late, until Amazon sends you an email saying, hey, your account is frozen because of this temporary restraining order issued by this law firm. Then you contact us. And what we do is immediately reach out to the law firm and say, you have improperly frozen our seller's account because they were selling genuine products, because the sales are only a small portion of their business, and you have a choice to make. You can take them out of the TRO voluntarily, or we're going to go to court and try and get the judge to lift it and try and show the judge that you misled the judge into issuing an order that judge never should have issued. Now, either scenario entitles you to damages and attorney's fees. It entitles you to make that request. So while you don't know about it until the you-know-what hits the fan, you certainly have remedies at your disposal. Now, this system is entirely different if you were violating their intellectual property rights or you were selling counterfeit products. But either way, you have a right to defend yourself, and it's the other guys who started the lawsuit who have the burden of proof. You don't have to prove anything at all. As long as you respond to the lawsuit within the time set by the court, you always have the burden of proof on the other side. So you got to get a response in and make sure you maintain that, and never, ever, ever blow these lawsuits off, because you never want a default entered against you. If you want to learn more about how we handle litigation for Amazon sellers, when you get sued, or if you need to sue somebody else, or you're just threatened with litigation, contact me for a consultation. We have a whole team that does nothing but handles litigation for Amazon sellers. And many of you know this, but before focusing entirely on Amazon, while I always represented entrepreneurs because I absolutely adored it, I was a hardcore trial lawyer. I was in the courtroom talking to juries, talking to judges, trying cases, and I believe that I have more litigation experience, actual courtroom experience, than every lawyer you know combined. Plus, I have the world's most incredible team when it comes to Amazon issues. So any information you want, contact me. I'll talk to you. I love talking to you. We'll share, we'll pass it forward, and we all grow together. A rising tide lifts all ships. Last but not least, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do it right now. Kimmy Klein, Kaylin Masso, and Declan, these guys are our editing team, and by subscribing, you show the love and inspire them to do even greater work, delivering fantastic content that is also just interesting and enjoyable to watch. Thanks again, and subscribe, please.